I heard he sang a good song. I heard he had a style. Yeah?
What's the name of that song again?
It's Killing Me Softly. And so I came to
sang
see Roberta Flack.
Roberta who? Isn't it this girl from the Fugees, Lauryn Hill?
Yeah, Lauryn Hill sang it, but she copied it from Roberta Flack. So I'm singing the Roberta Flack's version.
It's Lauryn Hill that sang it.
I know she sang it, but she copied it.
Which copy? She's the one that sang it.
Okay, let me Google it and show you. Let me Google it and show you. Killing Me Softly is a soft, sad R&B song popularized by the Fugees, with Lauryn Hill as the lead vocalist. But most people don't know the real story behind the double Grammy award-winning song. Stick around
so
while
why is it necessary to know this story?
Well, apart from the fact that it's a very sad story, most Nigerians and people generally, they are quick to criticize when artists borrow or sample from other sources. Because this song, a copy gone, and it's okay, really. So the origin of the song Killing Me Softly is a contest between two stories. Lori Lieberman, the original singer of the first version, says she was at a Don McLean concert in 1971 and she was deeply moved by his singing, which inspired her to write the first few lines. Now, she was only 19 at this point, 19 years old at this point, but she was having a secret affair with a married, experienced songwriter named Norman Gimbel. After the concert, she called him to share what she had written, and he fleshed it out with an existing song idea he already had. And she recorded it with the help of another music composer called Charles Fox. The song didn't go too well. It didn't do well. You should hear it. I'll put the link in the description below. It sounds very different from the one you know. It's a bit too sad and somehow like it was from a haunted movie. It entered no charts, won no awards, and was purely acoustic, but it was the start of something bigger. Just 2 years later, an already established musician, her name is Roberta Flack, was on a flight where Lieberman's version was part of the in-flight program. She mentioned that she was enchanted by the song and its title, that she played the song at least 8 times. As soon as she got off the flight, she found a way to meet with Charles Fox and got the permission to record her version, which was released in 1973. This version was faster, the melody was revamped, and it was made upbeat. It stayed at number 1 for 5 weeks at the Billboard Hot 100. It won a Grammy for Best Female Pop Vocal Performance.
Wow, so that means the songwriter lady finally got paid for her song.
Well, this is where the story gets really, really sad. Sometime in 1976, after the song started getting financially rewarding, Gimbel and Fox changed the origin story of the song, completely removing Lori Lieberman from any writing or future financial credits. She tried to fight her way, but, well, she was threatened with lawsuits.
That's sad though.
Yes, it is. Well, fast forward to 1996, the Fugees decided to cover the song and made it even more upbeat. They also sampled the beats from a song called Bonita Applebum by a tribe called Quest. And guess what? Bonita Applebum itself had sampled the beat from a mixture of 2 different songs. One was Memory Band by the Rotary Connection, and the other was Fool Yourself by Dixie Chicken. So let's break down the sample tree. The Fugees sampled the lyrics and vocal melody from Roberta Flack, who sampled from Lori Lieberman's version. The Fugees also sampled the beats from a tribe called Quest. The tribe called Quest in turn sampled from the Rotary Connection and Dixie Chicken. All of these elements came together to create an international hit that topped the chart in over 20 countries, including the US, United Kingdom, Germany, and Belgium, just to name a few. It's a 3 times platinum record. It won 2 Grammys, and it even entered the list of the 500 greatest songs of all times. And yes, you guessed it, Lori Lieberman had no writing credit or financial reward. That's the fascinating story behind Killing Me Softly. It's a reminder that sometimes music travels through unexpected paths and artists draw inspiration from each other. So the next time you come across a song that sounds familiar, remember that it may have its roots in another piece of music. Don't forget to check out my video on the top 10 Nigerian songs that copied foreign hits. The link is in the description below. All other songs that I talked about are also in the description below. Thanks for watching and stay tuned for more exciting music discussion.
killing me softly. Come on, come on, come on. With his song. Roberta Flack, take it to the bridge.
You've done several recordings, and this song is maybe your
claim to fame. You know, in the very beginning, I felt a little bit maybe embarrassed by it. Somehow, I felt like it was hard for me to say this song was written about Don McLean. I felt like it's kind of corny, and then Roberta Flack had the big hit. After hearing my version, I felt a little, you know, kind of happy about it. But then there was this feeling of
jealousy, maybe?
A little bit, a little jealous, a little, you know, and then there was this, in the States at that time, there was this sort of a fight between, I like Roberta's version better, I like Lori's version better. It was this big, silly thing. Pictures in the paper of Roberta, me, and then Dawn, you know, she stole my song. It wasn't that at all. She made it something I wouldn't have, you know, ever have done. I never would have done this kind of a two-feel that she did. You know, she was really very brilliant, and I never would have added the whoa, you know, ever. And she, you know, was very creative with it. Mine was a very simple, you know, folk song.
And he just kept on singing, singing clear and strong, strumming my bass with his fingers, singing my life.
That's when music for me was changing from what I did to disco. It was really a hard time for me. I couldn't relate to the business at all. I didn't know where to turn. As the years went by, I kind of disclaimed it as though it wasn't a part of me. And then, as I said, Lauryn Hill recorded it, and my kids thought I was cool. And I'm not proud of it. I now go, you know, I heard he sang a good song, and it's like, that's me, you know, and that's, I'm very proud of it.